Hi guys, welcome to my quick review about the SanDisk Ultra Flair 64GB USB 3.0 flash drive. It comes with a pretty nice price tag. It's available at about $18 on Amazon for the 64GB stick. The thing is, when you order it, you have to really think about if you just want to order the USB stick itself, or if you want to buy about the same size of SanDisk Cloud. Or it doesn't change. The size of the SanDisk Cloud doesn't change with the stick size, so it's always 50 GB of SanDisk Cloud. The thing is, I haven't looked at it when I ordered it, and I thought, yeah, I just need the stick. And after that, when I prepared for the review, I found out that this is just $1 more. So if you pay about $18 for the stick, it would be about $19 for the stick plus the 50GB SanDisk Cloud. If you need it, then it's definitely worth it, worth the money. If you don't need it, yeah, or maybe you can use it later. So why not to give it a try? If I have knew this before, I probably would have ordered it with the 50GB SanDisk Cloud. So the price seems to be really stable, and here we have the details. It says high speed USB 3.0 up to 150 megabytes per second, and all these things. Transfers to drive up to 15 times faster than standard USB 2.0. This has nothing to do with this stick. This is always the case with all USB 3.0 USB sticks, if they are fully compatible, of course. It's a metal casing, sleek, durable metal casing, so yeah, I'm talking about this later on. And easy to use password protection. And no, I haven't tested it. Maybe there's something on the USB. Definitely, if there is, I missed that. So it comes with a 5-year limited warranty. I mean, the warranty is always with a stick. It's not really worth the money. So the most valuable thing on these sticks are your data when the stick is gone. I mean, if the USB stick breaks, they won't be able to recover it. They will just reimburse the amount of the stick, and so yeah, doesn't really matter usually the warranty. That's nothing. So we have been talking about the metal design. So that's the thing you get like this. And on the picture, it's a little bit hard to tell how large it is or how small it is. Of course, when you go down to in the Amazon listing, when you scroll a little bit down, they will tell you how much it is in the length and width and everything. So, but I thought it's maybe a little bit easier for you when you can compare this to other things. Here we have color marker, and you see this is really small compared to that. And this is an old-fashioned stick which we had, which we had a couple of years ago. This, I would say, this is about the standard size, which 90% of the sticks are, or at least were. You can see that here. So yeah, this is pretty much the thing most of the people are using or were using. This is much smaller. You can see this here. So here's the size comparison. It's almost hard to believe that it's a full-size USB stick, but you can see from here it's definitely full size, no problem. You can really use it on every full size USB port. So yeah, I mean, I like small things, but when they are too small, you tend to lose them. So this is really on the smaller side, but I think it's still okay. What I like with these old-fashioned sticks, they usually have some kind of protection. I don't know if you really use it, but sometimes you feel a little bit better when you know that it's protected. And the second thing is what you also had with most of these old-fashioned USB sticks is a light inside. So when you're using it, you see the light is flickering. So here you don't have these two things. There is no protection. So this bracket or whatever it is just to put on the chain or whatever, and you can use it with your key ring or whatever, but there's nothing. You can't flip it over to protect the opening. So that's the thing. And there's no light, no indication when you're using it. Like, let's say if you have a USB hub, you have 3 sticks, and you're transmitting data to one of these, you won't see to which one you are transmitting data because there's no light. So for me, it was always good to see when it's working, when it's running, and which one is running. So, but it's not a killer feature, but yeah, I really miss these things a little bit. And the metal thing is, the metal design, I mean, it looks good, but the thing is, I don't know how sensitive it is for electrical shocks. I don't know. Yeah, probably it's good protected, but the thing is, when you transfer a lot of data, it can get a little bit hot. So not extremely. So regarding the tests I have been doing, it never went above, let's say, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 37 degrees Celsius. I never had any issues with touching it. I have done a lot of tests regarding its speed and reliability, and it never got so hot that I haven't been able to touch it right away. So I would say the limit is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. There were some bad reviews about this. Some people told that the stick gets really hot when you transfer a lot of data. I've never experienced that. It gets a little bit warm, but not really hot, dangerously hot or something like this. So yeah, I've been talking about the test. So that's the test what I've been doing. Yeah, here they say up to, when I zoom in a little bit, speed up to 150 megabytes per second. It comes with 2 stars. And when you see these 2 stars in the back, it says read speed up to 150 megabytes per second. Per second, yeah. Of course, write speed is slower. So how much slower is it? So I can tell you, I've done this test several times, and this is about what I have found out. So when we start with large files, it's really about 150 megabyte read. This is the green line is the read speed, the red line is the write speed. So you see it's about 50 megabytes of writing speed, and yeah, this is the same until you have really small files. Of course, when you have super small files, then there is some overhead for each file to open, close, and open, write, and then close again and open new one, and so you lose a lot of speed. But as long as you're not using super small files, then you should reach easily these 150 megabytes of speed per second. For reading, and for writing should be about 50 megabytes per second. So good so far. This of course is only when you're using USB 3.0 and not USB 2.0. Then it's much slower, but then it has nothing to do with the stick itself. So yeah, I mean, from my side, I can give full recommendation. I still miss the light and the protection, and it could be a little bit larger. So yeah, so I would probably tend to lose it not so often, or it would be more difficult to lose it. But yeah, this is the way to go. I mean, things get smaller and smaller, and we can't revert this. The only thing which I can really recommend, if you're going for a USB stick by brands like SanDisk or Samsung, or yeah, I don't know what other options you have. There are a couple of options, but not too many options, of course. But don't buy an unbranded USB stick. Don't go with these super cheap Chinese offers. So of course you can buy double amount of space, or triple, or even more for the same price with super cheap Chinese no names, but I can guarantee that the sticks will be faked. They put some software on the sticks, and you can easily write down not only 64 gigabytes, you can write probably 128 gigabyte, 256 gigabytes, no problem. The problem comes when you want to retrieve the data, because you after 64 gigabytes it will overwrite the old data, and there's no way to retrieve the data. So as I told at the beginning, the most important thing with such a stick is not to lose any data. And when you go with cheap no-name things, then that's a huge risk that you will never be able to retrieve your data, even when you're buying on Amazon. This is really a bit a disappointing thing, because I know that on eBay there are a lot of cheats, a lot of scams with USB sticks, but I didn't expect it on Amazon. But yeah, unfortunately, I have been talking with a lot of people. They have been complaining about other sticks, no name on Amazon, and yeah, I've gave them like the software to test, and yeah, they definitely found out that these manufacturers were cheating. So only go with premium brands. Definitely, this is the biggest advice which I can give you. Go with SanDisk, go with Samsung or other really good brands, and not with no-name sticks. So yeah, that's it for now. If you have any question, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about. And if I was able, I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. And yeah, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.